It's a few too many to try to get by here.
I first found out about Thief the Dark Project from a guy I went to school with who heard about it from a goth he played Dungeons & Dragons with. We had the internet in 1998, but we were too busy downloading MP3s very, very slowly to realize it was the place to learn about video games and then argue about them. That would come much later. To find out about Thief in the 90s, you probably just had to know a goth who played D&D. He was the perfect audience for Thief, really, which was an entire game based on simulating one D&D character class, and also spooky as heck. Thief is a stealth game, one that's been much copied by others in the genre. But the sneakiest thing about it is that you never know when a mission is going to jump the tracks and turn into horror. Sometimes your opponents are human guards, a collection of grumbling moaners and comedy drunks. Thief gives you a wide selection of tools for dealing with these ordinary opponents, whether you want to shoot out a torch with a water arrow to sneak past them or bonk them on the head with your blackjack.
Hey there, friend. What's with the crazy getup?
But sometimes they won't be human. They'll be giant spiders or undead or monstrous animal-human hybrids. When you're faced with an armored crayfish person or the ghost of a priest seemingly abandoned by his god, the fact you're essentially armed with half a brick and a sock makes you feel maybe you're out of your depth. The early levels build you up until you're a competent, skilled master thief. Then it says, here, if you're so great, how about you deal with an army of zombies? You have, some arrows that shoot moss. The guy who loaned me his copy of Thief in the 90s had been annoyed by this, and he wasn't alone. Thief 2 downplayed the supernatural stuff in response to complaints from players who wanted every level to be just another building owned by some jerk you could rob. They were wrong. Thief's combination of stealth and horror is what makes it great. The two genres benefit from the same things like sound design, and Thief has excellent sound design. The eerie whispering and chain clanking of spirits in the haunted cathedral missions means you're afraid before you even see them. More prosaically, its accurate directional audio means you always know what's going on when you're hidden from sight, where a patrol is headed, and when they're safely past the door you're behind.
Someone's been having too much fun here.
Plus, stealth and horror are both genres all about a rhythm of tension and release. You're halfway up a staircase in the dark when you realize someone's walking down those stairs, so you crouch in the shadows as they walk past, close enough to reach out and touch. Only after they're gone do you realize you were holding your breath the entire time. Or you're frantically scrambling away from some zombies when you stumble across a shrine with a fountain of holy water in it, and suddenly those water arrows you were using to douse torches become zombie-detonating warheads. Tension and release. Normally in games like this, you start out worried about everything that could go wrong, but as you learn how things work and unlock new abilities and equipment, that goes away. In Thief, that's not what happens. You start out worried, and you end up terrified. Thief is playable today in a gold edition that inserts a few extra levels of variable quality and makes it work with modern operating systems. To get it running in widescreen, you'll want to search for an unofficial patch called T-Fix. Make sure to turn on auto-equip in the menu and rebind the keys as well. Plenty of people have strong opinions about whether crouch belongs on Control or the C key, but I've never met anyone who agrees with Thief that it should be F. And that's what you need to do to get it up and running. What you need to do to get the most out of it is put on your headphones and play it in a darkened room. Look past the graphics that we already thought looked dated back when it was new and approach it with an open mind, and Thief might just scare the heck out of you.